Turning now to Capitol Hill, House Speaker Mike Johnson says he's got a plan to avoid a potential government shutdown later on this month. He wants to pass, that is to say Johnson, a short-term spending bill with no spending cuts. This would keep the government running until September, which is the end of the fiscal year. But as with anything contemplated by the Speaker Johnson, with his very narrow majority, it is not unclear at the moment if he has the sufficient votes. Taurean Small joins us now from Capitol Hill. Taurean, what can you tell us about the plan and the votes?
Yeah, Speaker Johnson is looking to push through a clean CR. He had success with that in the last session. And really the reasoning behind this is so that spending level could stay at the same level as it has been before. He's calling it a freeze on spending. The problem with that, though, is hard-right Republicans, the more fiscal conservative hawks, are saying that we need to do deeper spending cuts sooner than later outside of this big budget resolution, or one big beautiful bill, as Donald Trump is calling it. The problem, though, if Johnson deviates from that, is he loses Democrats who have been faithful in pushing through and avoiding government shutdowns in the past through these stopgap measures, which is why we're seeing him saying, let's move through as quickly as possible because March 14th is here sooner than later.
So there's a couple of hot stoves here politically, Tori. Let me see if I understand them. The one hot stove for Speaker Johnson is if you do this clean CR that you just described, that's essentially advocating for the Biden spending levels of this fiscal year, which, to your point, angers fiscal conservatives within his conference. If he puts DOGE, meaning Department of Government Efficiency, cuts in a CR, he loses the potential to get any Democratic votes. And if he's going on a bipartisan basis, he's got to put some combination of Republicans and Democrats together.
Yeah, I think the scientific term is damned if you do, damned if you don't. And we've seen before, especially the breakdown because of this in the relationship between Leader Hakeem Jeffries and Speaker Mike Johnson. Those two essentially haven't talked in a while. I attended his press briefing, Jeffries that is, at the end of last week, and asked him specifically, is he at the table negotiating with Speaker Johnson? Because he's alleging that Jeffries is completely walking away, putting in non-starters to the CR conversation. Jeffries said that he has directed his ranking member on the Appropriations Committee to lead these conversations, would not say whether or not he's interacting with Johnson. But again, there's an appetite from quite a few Republicans to start making deeper cuts sooner than later. But the problem is 218 members make up the House Republican Conference. If 30, for example, which is the number in the House Freedom Caucus, decide to abandon that, and you can't get Democrats, that means that you are going to see a shutdown.
Taurean Small on Capitol Hill, thanks so very much.